We turn to the other developing headline we're following at this hour. News from the White House late today that discussions are in the works for Vladimir Putin to come to Washington. The news late today coming in a tweet from the White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders. And it all comes as the president tried to clarify what he said on the world stage when he appeared side to side with Vladimir Putin. And he sided with him over his own intelligence agencies. Tonight, right here, you're about to see the president's director of national intelligence, the moment he's told live on stage about this new tweet that plans are in the works to bring Putin to America. Here's ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega tonight.
As President Trump boasts about his relationship with Vladimir Putin, calling their meeting a great success, his White House, for the third consecutive day, was forced to issue yet another Russia walkback. This time over a proposal by Putin himself. Russian authorities would question the 12 Russian military officers recently indicted by special counsel Robert Mueller, with Americans invited to watch. In exchange, Moscow would then be allowed to question American citizens accused of unspecified crimes. In Helsinki, the president seemed thrilled by the idea.
What he did is an incredible offer. He offered to have the people working on the case come and work with their investigators with respect to the 12 people. I think that's an incredible offer. Okay?
One of the Americans Russia wants to question, former U.S. ambassador to Russia, Michael McFaul. The White House asked if they would allow that.
Does President Trump support that idea? Is he open to having U.S. officials questioned by Russia?
The president's going to meet with his team, and we'll let you know when we have an announcement on that.
The backlash immediate from McFaul pleading directly with the Trump administration.
My government, I hope, will step up today and categorically swat this back. And when I mean my government, I mean my president of the United States of America.
To Capitol Hill.
Naive and absurd. There is no rule of law in Russia. There's the rule of Putin.
That the president would even entertain the idea of subjecting our diplomats to Putin's thuggery, that is an abuse of power.
In the face of that unrelenting criticism, today the White House backed down. Press Secretary Sarah Sanders saying in a statement, it is a proposal that was made in sincerity by President Putin, but President Trump disagrees with it. And Secretary of State Mike Pompeo made it crystal clear.
The administration is not going to force Americans to travel to Russia to be interrogated by Vladimir Putin and his team.
What exactly President Trump and Vladimir Putin discussed behind closed doors remains a mystery. And tonight, in a stunning public rebuke, the president's own director of national intelligence, Dan Coats, openly criticized the decision to meet one-on-one.
If he had asked me how that ought to be conducted, I would have suggested a different way. But that's not my role. That's not my job. So it is what it is.
Coates says he has no idea what the leaders discussed, but one person who does, the president's translator, Marina Gross. In Congress, Republican and Democratic leaders are now debating whether to request her notes or compel her to testify.
Let's face it, the interpreters were the only ones there. Russia's going to play this game. They're already out there talking about important agreements being reached, and they will, over the next while, characterize those agreements in the way that they want to. And if we have no way of pushing back, or if the administration doesn't push back, then we've got a big problem.
And Cecilia Vega joins us now from the White House. And Cecilia, we heard from the Director of National Intelligence, Dan Coats, a Republican, in your report there. He said today that he would not have advised to have that 2-hour meeting with only the president and Vladimir Putin behind closed doors, that he would have suggested another way. And then there was also this moment today when he was suddenly told of a tweet that had just come from the White House about Vladimir Putin now coming to the U.S. I wanted to show everyone at home and watch the Director of National Intelligence, watch his reaction.
We have some breaking news. The White House has announced on Twitter that Vladimir Putin is coming to the White House in the fall.
Say that again? That's going to be special.
So, Cecilia, the White House did say late today that discussions are underway for Putin's visit. But clearly, the Director of National Intelligence there, who just said the Russians are still at this, that the warning light is blinking red, it was clear he had no idea this was coming.
It certainly seems so, David, and that was far from the only stunning moment during that interview. Coates also said that Putin may have recorded Donald Trump in their one-on-one meeting behind closed doors. And when Coates was asked if he's ever considered resigning, David, he said, there are days when you think, what am I doing? But he said as long as he is able to speak the truth, he's on board.
All right, more to come on this story. Cecilia Vega tonight.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.